That means people have watched 27 hours of Love Island. If you spent 27 hours building a brand and a business, look what we did in like what?
We
the time.
We basically did it in 27 hours.
Yeah, it was like 30 hours.
Yeah, so like, what would you rather do? Watch Love Island or start a new podcast, start a new business per se?
Welcome to the Monify podcast, where money meets Wi-Fi and excuses go to die.
The show that breaks down the raw reality of how to build, scale, and optimize a multi-six-figure business online.
For coaches, creators, and entrepreneurs who are ready to monify.
That took us a while. But we're not going to show y'all what happened before that. So just know, like, not perfect yet, but we're working on it. We're working on it.
Done is better than perfect.
That is correct. Done is better than perfect. And that's the reason why most people don't do anything in the first place, because they're waiting for perfection, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. So this is episode 1, if you can't tell, of the Monify podcast. And I'm going to be completely honest, just to get straight into what this whole, I think, episode is going to really be about. We highly underestimated the process.
Don't you love that
What
when
it takes
you
to
you see online and everyone's like, just do the thing, it's so easy, like soft life, soft CEO. I'm like, girl, you have to work really hard to get to soft CEO time.
Dude, it's just something that when you look at starting a business, it seems so simple at first. Like, oh, I just need to do 1, 2, 3. It's no big deal. And that's exactly what we thought
Yeah.
with the podcast. And I think the thing is, we're not wrong. You can start a podcast and it be quote unquote shitty. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can do something. You can start, you can do it. It doesn't have to be perfect per se. But I think our issue as a flaw and as like a strength at the same time,
Perfectionist.
we have a very strong standard of when we do something, it has to be the right thing. It has to look right, has to feel right. Like, I mean, dude, how long did it take us to create the name?
Yeah, the name, I mean, this is the podcast. This podcast is about episode 1, how we went from 0 to podcast in 7 days. But what we don't say is that the name took like 4 of those days. We could not decide on a name, so we literally made up a word, Monify.
But I think that's what makes it so special, is because we put so much time and effort and like true energy and like care into like, no, we're gonna actually create something we're proud of.
Yeah, and we didn't want it to be basic, like how to make money online.
I mean, there's just so many basic. I mean, literally, ChatGPT. We literally went on ChatGPT and we saw all these basic, boring. Just like, really, there's no, we kept saying like, there's no spice, there's no like pop, there's no like curiosity to it. It doesn't draw me in to want to listen.
Well, yeah, what better way to be original than to make your own word?
Yeah, just casually take 4 days.
Modified.
Yep, yeah, that's all it takes. Just 4 days of just stress.
Well, we finally have a name, thank God.
Yeah, I mean, the name was definitely the hardest part, in my opinion.
I think so too, because like we have the knowledge. We have the knowledge. We knew, more or less what we wanted to do, but the name is such a integral part of like branding, marketing, everything. And let's not talk about how long it took to make this beautiful, beautiful logo.
I love it.
Don't get Justin started. We'll get on that. We'll get to that later.
Start right now.
But let's start with what we didn't do.
If you're not watching this visually on the recording on YouTube or wherever, however we have it posted right now, just know that you're missing out on a beautiful logo that we made.
It took us hours. We did it from scratch.
We did this.
Wait, but we'll get into that. Let's talk about what we didn't do to go from 0 to podcast in 7 days first, before we talk about what we did do.
Okay, so start off. What did we not do?
A lot of things. A lot of things that people would think you'd have to do.
Mm-hmm. So, number 1, like personally, we have a decent setup, but in terms of podcast equipment, I mean, I'll be straight up with you.
We're lacking.
We have 2 cameras right now. About to get a 3rd. Chill. Like, relax. We're getting there. Give it some time. We're on day 7.
Day 7.
But we have 2 cameras, a Sony ZV-E10 and a Sony A7 III. One lens is obviously a little bit closer, more like, I guess, cinematic per se, that gets like really good like close-up quality image for you right now, like a close-up one. And then we have obviously the more broad view with the ZV-E10. And then we have the DJI mics. And luckily, we are blessed with this little office thing in your apartment building.
Yeah, so I think that's like a huge thing. Like people think podcasts and they're like, I need to spend $10,000 on equipment. And it's like, honestly, if you didn't have these two cameras and I didn't have this room in my office, I would have done it without sound.
Yeah.
I would have literally done it without, I'm sorry, not without sound, without video. I would have just done sound, is what I meant to say. Because you don't need everything to be perfect when you start. And it's more important to just begin. Like you're gonna run into so many other issues or so many other things that you don't think about, like we learned while doing this, that like you don't need to spend thousands on podcast equipment. You don't need to. I looked into it. I called a podcast studio. It was $500 an hour. I said we're not doing that. That's just stupid. When we first start, maybe eventually, yeah, sure.
We would have spent the first hour of $500 doing what we did in here for
exactly 1 hour.
an hour.
Like, come on.
Yeah, and because again, we're brand new. We're starting off. Like we're nowhere near perfect. Gonna make a ton of mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
Totally.
But again, that's part of the journey. It's part of the process.
It's kind of fun too. Yeah.
Really, I mean, it's a story.
You guys are like in the trenches with us as we're growing and building, which I think is kind of cool.
But I mean, hey, we got a pretty good setup.
I think it looks great for,
It's sick.
episode 1, 7 days in. Can't complain.
Proud. Again, I'm proud of what we've created. It's taken us literally 7 days. I got here, what day? I booked the flight June 25th. I landed, the 28th? Or the 29th?
29th, I think.
Either way. Like I can look it up if I wanted to. It's like Fontainebleau. When I got to
Yeah, he stayed at the Fontainebleau for 2 days.
Never been to Vegas before, so I had to go see, the degeneracy and just the nonsense of things I had no intention.
But it's crazy because he literally called me with this idea. He booked the flight the same day and came a week later. And here we are.
I got in and out on Saturday. That was my first day. First thing I did, checked in the hotel, got in and out.
I feel like In-N-Out is so overrated. I don't get the hype, but I guess I'm the only one. I don't know.
That's just you, bro. That was fire.
Yeah, I've literally lived here for 14 months and I have not gotten In-N-Out once.
Saturday was the 28th. So literally I got here in the later part of the afternoon. I'm not sure exactly. But either way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on the 5th day being in Vegas. But we actually started, obviously, this process. Technically, the first call that we
started brainstorming.
June 20th.
Yeah.
June 20th. We were on a call. I was just calling just to say what's up.
I know. We were just catching up. And then the idea came.
Mhm.
And we're like, let's take action. Let's do it.
Literally. And it's a cool part because we both had like a secret inner desire of wanting to do a podcast. We felt drawn to it.
I've always wanted to do one.
And it was just kind of like, why would we not do it together? Or at least start it together. We have some, little single episodes here and there and stuff like that, but we're going to talk about the exact same things, solo or together.
Yeah,
so
it's like literally the male version of me. If you know me, if you're coming to this podcast from me, or if you know him, I'm like the female version of him. So it just like made sense. But there were a lot of things we also did not do. Continuing on that. Number one, for me, like it's funny, yours was like the equipment and how it's gonna look, how it's gonna be filmed. Mine was like the professional photo shoots. Like, all the girl bosses, and they all like spend thousands of dollars on their outfits, the professional photo shoots, and ours, first of all, it looks amazing.
If you haven't seen it yet, I'm sure by the time you're listening to this,
by the time this airs,
posted
it will be out.
Bro, no one would have ever imagined that we wouldn't have done that, but to have did it at the level of quality we did.
We spent a lot of time on that. But that's my point, is like you can make things great on a budget. You can make things great just by starting. Like the ideas just started to flow. We just started to like feed off each other, and like we created something we loved, and it looks pretty freaking professional, if I might add.
I'll be honest, like dude, for not being professionals at doing what we just did, this is
good. It's crazy. We literally took those pictures in my house.
Everything's good. Everything. Logo, name,
everything's
picture.
good.
Like, dude, I'm proud of the shit of this. Like literally.
No, me too. Me
Straight up.
too. I know.
Yeah.
It's really nice to have like something you feel that way about. Like, yeah, sure, you can hire someone and they can do the like typical like boss babe shoot with like, the suit and like the standard like boss pose with the heels and the whole thing. Well, for girls, Yours would probably be like your shirt off, doing push-ups, I don't know, like
my strength.
drinking some freaking protein,
Only thing I
eating
got.
some steak,
Only thing I got.
whatever, but it's yeah. I think the marketing and the photo shoot, like doing it ourselves, was so much fun. I don't regret that at all.
No, when I tell this to people a lot of times when you're like either you're starting a business or you're in a business, right? You got two things to leverage: money and time. If you don't have a lot of money, guess what?
You're gonna spend a lot of time.
You probably have time.
Yeah.
Like you're probably broke, so you got nothing to do. Like you know what I mean? So you got time to go put into the thing.
Yeah.
Now, when obviously your time is limited and you're an extremely busy, hopefully
You're gonna
successful
spend more.
entrepreneur, you don't have a lot of time. So you can't really leverage that. So you have no choice
Yeah.
but to pay to get it done. And hopefully by that time, if you don't have a lot of time, as long as you're not an idiot, you should be making good enough money to be able to pay someone to do the things for you that need to get done that you don't have to do yourself.
Yeah, the things you hate or the things you're not good at.
Basic delegation.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest shift personally for me that I have made in my own business journey, regardless of everything else I've done. The hardest, but also I think the most integral shifting transition that I've done is turn my brain from this workhorse solopreneur, do it all on my own, because I know you're the same exact way. I can do it better than anybody else. I don't need anybody else. It's me. Like F off. Like that was the mentality for a long time because honestly, you are this lone wolf.
Yeah.
Like no one can see.
Entrepreneurship is lonely sometimes.
I'm telling you, it's extremely lonely. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'll get deeper into that probably later on, if not this episode, another one. But biggest shift I made, I swear, workhorse
Delegating.
mindset, operator mindset.
Yeah.
Who can do this for me? Not
Yeah, when
what
you get
I
to
need
the
do,
point of
who needs
scaling,
to do this for me?
it's like you just delegate the stuff that you hate doing. When
That's
we're, in this scenario, it's you and me. So, we're in the beginning, we're in the trenches right now. So it's going to be us doing a lot of it at first. I'm sure eventually we will, source out like editing and stuff like that. But
the thing is, though, at the very beginning, you have to. And I think that's a big thing that people don't really accept, or they kind of get out, try to get out of it.
Well, they use it as an excuse not to start.
It's that, and then just the simple fact that, like, if you're going to delegate something to someone, you have to know how to do it first.
Oh, yeah.
And at a very high
So you know how you want
level.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How can I teach you how to do something that if I've never done it before?
Yeah.
You can't.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big shift that I've made personally. And I think that's also, again, the shift that I made this whole operator mindset, like, all right, who can get to do this, do that thing? Don't get me wrong. Did I heavily think about hiring people to do the things we did for the last 7 days, 5-6 days for us? Absolutely, multiple times.
Yeah, same.
Multiple times. I'm not gonna lie. I had a couple of moments about broke.
You break down.
About broke. And it was,
Fancy
I
beast.
think it was the night that we had literally been working on this freaking name for
This almost broke us.
I think it was 5-6 straight hours, like straight, that we were just like trying so hard and we just could not.
We couldn't figure out like how to.
Dude, I'm not a lot. I almost said, dude, I don't care anymore. I'm done. I was like, really just kind of like step back and.
We had to take several breaks, and I think that's important too when you're starting something. Is like how many times have we been like, okay, we need a break. We need a little like, let's take a walk. Let's do this. Let's like take a second.
We played ping pong. Yes,
we
did.
And
that kind of sparked
the idea for the name.
And I think the ping pong idea sparked, like, we wanted to do something with combining words, right? It was preneur. We
wanted to make up our own word.
We want to make our own word and make it, again, our own thing. We started with something wanting to be with like involving preneur.
Yeah.
And it just can't remind
That's a really hard word, by the way, if you're trying to make a new word.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Wouldn't recommend.
Because I think of manure and I think of preneur, just saying. It just has a weird correlation to me. I mean, that's just me, redneck North Carolina.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a hard word. It's a tough word.
But
yeah.
We didn't, again, we didn't do a lot, but at the same time, we did what we had to do in order just to get things moving.
We got resourceful. Like, we made this on Canva. It started with a $1 bill, picture of the one.
Yeah.
Took it to ChatGPT, said put an M on it, changed the color. Then we took the actual Wi-Fi logo.
We became graphic designers
Yes.
for about 9 hours.
Took the actual Wi-Fi logo to get the FI part and chopped out the WI and then added the little Wi-Fi thing on the I.
It's so
No, the way Justin has explained how awesome this is to me, like I wasn't there helping him make it the entire time. It's like you guys don't understand. So yeah, I just thought I'd add that in.
It's like when you have a baby. I haven't had a baby, obviously. I don't know what this would actually feel like. But I've seen women and moms and dads, moms mainly. They have a baby. They're like,
It's the cutest little.
it's the cutest baby in the world.
Yeah.
This is the cutest logo in the world. This
Yeah.
is my baby. Like,
Well, we really wanted people to understand what we were going to talk about from the name. That was really important to us.
yes, 100%.
So anyways, yeah, we didn't do the photo shoot. We didn't do graphic designer. We didn't do.
We've worn a lot of hats in the last.
Oh yeah.
96
And that's entrepreneurship.
Exactly. It's literally you learn to do so.
You gotta
many
pivot.
jobs. It's like, oh, I'm gonna be like this business owner of this one thing. Like, I'm a personal trainer, right? I'm gonna do this one thing. Okay, yeah.
Cool.
Welcome to
Now you got to learn marketing, sales.
content creation. You gotta be a videographer, a photographer, a video editor. You have
Welcome to 2025.
dude, literally, you do one thing, and then you realize, like, it's one. I forgot what exact rule or what the saying is, but it's like when you go to do one thing, you realize like how much you actually don't know. Like you think you're really good at something, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna like really pursue this all the way.
Yeah.
The more you learn, the more you realize like you're an idiot. Like you don't know anything.
You've got a lot to learn.
Like, you're so far. You're like, wow.
Yeah.
Like the tip of the iceberg. I thought that was just the whole iceberg, and you realize like you drop your head down in the water for a second. You're like, oh, okay.
There's a lot.
Lot
to unpack here.
a lot more to do. So yeah, I think that's the thing. But again, what we didn't do, I think, that's what again made this process, I think, one, so memorable for us.
Yeah.
Because I think
Totally.
the memories we have of just the photo shoot alone.
Oh my God, I can't wait
is
for
one-
people to see
is
that.
one thing. But
And that's on marketing.
I mean, dude, and that's Krista's whole, like, I think bread and butter, to be honest, like the launch strategy, marketing, and just like how you're kind of going about telling the quote unquote story and the process of
Yeah.
releasing. a
Yeah.
video.
Launching, marketing is so important when you're starting anything new, and planning. Like I think we got really resourceful with all of that stuff. Like, yes, we only had 7 days, but I would say technically really 5 days since you've been here. And we probably spent like, I want to say maybe 30 hours, 35 hours now, like just planning, launch strategy, marketing, logo, name, like research. We went in.
Just doing it, bro.
Yeah.
Like truly doing it. And again,
Hard, like attention to detail.
yeah. Again, it's multiple things that we didn't have to do, but we decided like, no, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right.
Yeah.
We're going all in. It's just everything we're gonna do. It's gonna be for the fact like if we do it the right way, one, we're actually gonna care more about it. But two, like we know how much we actually, I think, have to offer here with the value
Yeah.
and how much knowledge and experience alone that we've had for our own personal journeys. I mean, yours alone, dude, you could easily run your own podcast. No problem. And you really don't need all the equipment and the fancy name. Like, dude, your message and me and you both, our messages and our value, just from our experience and what we've learned on our own process and journeys the last, I mean, yours is what, 6-7 years you've been on this kind of for the most part?
6 years, and then if you add when I had a swim line, like 10 years.
So, I mean, dude, like you've worn
A lot of hats.
a lot of hats. You've been in multiple different pain caves, per se, like way to say it. I know how valuable of what we post on like casually just our stories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like there's so many times that I give out truly a life-changing piece of information. Some
Free
type-
game.
like, I mean, life-changing game.
Yeah.
Like truly, if someone like literally like just listened to it with the severity of how powerful and valuable it actually was,
Yeah.
they might would actually take action on it. But I feel like the delivery of your message, if it's not meeting that level of value of what it's actually representing, it just doesn't get taken as seriously.
Well,
I know what we have to offer. And so I was
Yeah.
like, we need to create a platform and a delivery mechanism that is going to be represented at the value, at the level of what it actually is.
yeah. And I feel like, we were talking about it, like Instagram is just so like instant gratification, like entertain me, hook me, like that type of thing. And I feel like both of us really are better in long format. So I'm excited to see what we do there, just knowing what we've already done on socials, where people have the attention span of a goldfish. Like people come into podcasts ready to sit down and listen. So I'm excited to like really get into some serious value on this.
Yeah. And this is what I tell all my coaches. I'm like, guys, I mean, you work with, I think, multiple people that aren't just obviously coaches. You have a very wide range of like the people you work with in like the industry per se that you work with. I work very directly with, online, for the most part, fitness coaches. I do have a couple of people now that are not just like a quote unquote fitness coach. They actually offer a service or a product that honestly has
I mean,
nothing to do with
you have to do the same core things, no matter what
same structure,
industry online
systems. In the day, dude, marketing and sales
and branding,
like
it's all the same.
It's kind of all identical, no matter what you're selling or doing. So that's why, as I'm saying that, because I tell that to my clients of, you have to understand your strength. And for most of y'all, most of them per se, they're like they and us, we're not entertainers. We're not influencers.
I'm not an influencer. You know how many times I've had to tell people that?
Bro,
I influence.
We're making t-shirts.
I'm not an influencer.
I'm not an influencer. If it's not already been created, we're creating it and we're selling it. It's the first merchandise you're going to get from the Modified Podcast.
Yeah, I think
not an influencer.
You can influence. There's a difference between what we do and what influencers do. Like you definitely influence using your voice and your message, but it's more like a leadership frequency instead of like, I don't identify as an influencer.
I just see influencers who aren't actually providing real life value. Yeah. It's entertainment for the most part.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. There are some influencers, quote unquote, that actually do truly give like very inspirational messages, very like helpful messages and steps like that. But I look at what we do, dude, everything we say is helpful. Everything we say is inspirational.
I look at it as more like mentorship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a big thing for me because
I'm
tired of people using the word mentor.
I know how you feel about this.
Don't get me fired up.
I know. Let's not get you started on that yet. Another day, another time.
Another episode. I could rip that shit right now.
Okay, wait. So did we cover everything we didn't do?
So we covered everything we didn't do.
Did we?
Yeah, for the most part. That's basically it. I mean,
those are the big things.
Yeah, and the thing for like what we did do, I mean, to be honest, like this is the.
Well, we just kind of told you a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna give. Well, this is the answer to the name of the podcast episode right now. The number one strategy that took us from 0 to new podcast in 7 days. Pretty simple. We do, Krista.
We started. We just took action.
Took action, dog. So many of y'all just don't take action. You sit there and think and plan and wait and procrastinate and just constantly wait for the perfect time.
Yeah.
It's
never going to be the perfect time.
Brother.
I'll tell you that right now.
Ever.
Never.
Ever.
Never. You'll be waiting forever, my love.
You will find an excuse over and over and over again. If you truly don't want it as bad as you say you do, you always find a reason not to do it.
Not only that, but I was just talking about on my stories today, I was like, I think the biggest mistake that any entrepreneur, content creator, anyone makes is they're trying to wait till they have everything. Like a lot of people mistake building a business and they think, okay, I need a website, I need a business card, I need a logo, I need, all the fluff, all the bells and whistles. You don't need any of that. You know what you need? You need to just start. You need to just go. You need to just put one foot in front of the other every single day. And I used my swim line that I had 10 years ago as an example because I was like, guys, I did not have a business degree. I did not know how to sew, nothing. I just knew I was passionate about bikinis, basically came out the womb in one. Grew up in Miami, whatever, love them, lived in one. So I was like, I want to design bikinis. Okay, cool, great. So we just started. But I remember initially my business partner at the time was like, we don't have a website. That's so unprofessional. We don't have, hang tags. You're in the clothing business now. Hang tags with like your logo.
Oh, am I? Shout out KGA.
Subtle plug. We don't have name tags, hang tags with our logo. We don't have professional branded packaging. Like we can't start. Imagine if we didn't start. Guess what? We sold $60,000 on Instagram on a time before it was even selling, before Reels even existed, with no website.
Bro, do you know how
I was PayPal invoicing people, Justin. PayPal invoicing, $60,000.
Bro, and I don't think
That's insane.
people understand, like when you start a business, you're not expected to be profitable on average for
Yeah.
at least the first 2 years.
We were
Literally,
profitable.
and that's highly.
Yeah,
60K?
$60K.
First drop?
First drop without a website.
Well, you blew me out of the water with KG, I'll say that much.
That's insane though. Like, but that's the thing is like people think that building a business or building a brand is like they think they're already running the business. I'm like, babe, that's not running the business. Running the business is like I mean, the number one thing is sales. If you don't have sales, you don't have a business.
Bro, people
It's marketing and branding.
People make all these it's like when people are thinking of all these like things to do, it's like, well, what about when I get all these clients and what do I do whenever
Get
I
'em
have?
first.
It's like, how about you make the money first? How about you get the client first? Then we'll worry about what to do next. Because like
Yeah.
you need to start with step 1. You're on step 12.
Right.
Why?
Exactly.
Like you're thinking,
And that's the thing with
just keep your foot in front of one another.
that's literally what we did with this is we were like, okay, what's step 1? Let's just start.
What
And
we
then the
did is-
idea is everything started to come together, you know?
It was we started with what we knew,
Yeah.
right? Like we did the research, right? We created the launch strategy that you did. Like we figured out everything that we knew how to do with marketing, identifying like also what we stood for personally and professionally.
Right.
And like we created this, quote, product per se that one we were proud of, but two that obviously represented very deeply.
Felt
to
like us. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, we started with what we had. We started with what we knew.
We just started. We
just
literally we had a call, you booked a flight, and then
So casually, honestly.
it was 1, 2, 3 after
Hey,
that.
shout out Life of Freedom. Get an idea, book a flight, go. Like we don't
Yeah.
think, we just go. We just do.
Yeah, and I think that's the whole thing. Like it's like a lot of people are just so overthinking. The first step is literally just do something today. What can you do right now to like move it forward? And yeah, obviously not everyone's going to have like 7 full days to just, do what we did, but you could take your weekends like, oh, what we were just talking about. I was like, it's episode like 27 of Love Island. Everybody's posting Love Island. And
Right.
yeah, that means people have watched 27 hours of Love Island. Okay? And if you spent 27 hours building a brand and a business, look what we did in like what?
We
the time.
We basically did it in 27 hours.
Yeah.
give or take.
Yeah, it was like 30 hours.
Yeah. So like, what would you rather do? Watch Love Island or start a new podcast, start a new business per se? Because I'll be honest, dude, like when my people come in, I have my onboarding system very optimized for speed. It's the biggest thing that I personally wanted to like really create with my business was the onboarding, like that just
Yeah, that's
experience.
important.
The onboarding experience, I want to be streamlined and I want to be fast and I want to be smooth.
Yeah.
And so when I created that, the reason why a lot of the things that I do, I think you do as well, is because we didn't get it done for us, right? And it's like we're kind of taking people's mistakes they made with us and like recreating them with a better solution than we had.
Oh yeah. I had nothing.
Same. I got scammed. So yeah, I paid $10,000.
I had literally
I went to a
nothing.
group chat and never talked to my mentor ever again. And yeah,
That's crazy.
dude, you know what's crazy? The assistant coach that I was like given to work with,
Mhm.
won't say his name, even though he's a nobody, because he had 160
Say his name.
he had 160 followers. He had 3 posts up. One was his dog, and I was like, "You're teaching me how to be an online fitness coach. What you're not doing it. Why should I listen to you?" It's like going to a university, going to a classroom, and getting taught entrepreneurship by a teacher who's never had a business.
Right. Well, there's
Why the hell would you
unfortunately
listen to them?
we're going to do a whole episode on like
Absolutely.
the fake experts online because there's so many of them now. So you do have to filter and you do have to like figure out like
I know how
who
to
is
cheat chat
actually
people, bro.
about what they say they do.
It's crazy. I didn't see people get scammed left and right. And
I can't believe you got scammed for 10K. That's insane.
okay. To my defense, I was so, hungry, but also like in a very bad situation with like just financially.
Well, that's who they go for
exactly like they
unfortunately.
they pray
because like they can't come to someone that
Mm-mm.
knows
Mm-mm.
better.
Mm-mm.
That's the problem.
at all. Like it's financially established, no urgency, no stress, like
Yeah.
no pressure.
So unfortunate that those people exist.
They prey on people like that. And again, for me, I didn't choose the person I chose because of who they are, what they offered. I saw a opportunity, and I didn't care who it was. I didn't care honestly who it was that was offering this quote unquote like opportunity to do it. I was like, this sounds like it could work. I don't sign me up. I have no other option right now. I don't have time. I don't have time to go G-check you. I don't have time to look at other options. I need to go. Like, I have $2,000 to my name. How much does this cost? 10K? Okay, here's my two. Like, it's all I have. Like, we gotta go. And dude, I put myself in 10K in debt, and I had rent due in 16 days. Like, dude, talk about putting your back against the wall and saying, F it, we ball. Like, dog, like that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when I made that decision to really like fully commit to that, most people I think get like really scared and nervous when they're making a big, massive move like that. I literally gave my last two. I had 94 cents in my account when I did
I
that.
know. I've seen the screenshot.
And nothing. But for some reason, the amount of peace and just like the calmness for some reason I
That's
had when I
good.
did that. Shout out Big G. Because
Big G.
that was his path for me.
Yeah.
And the fact that I took action and I made that step, regardless of how ready I wasn't.
Oh my gosh.
Like, dude, on paper, it was the dumbest decision anyone could ever make.
Yeah.
I'm in a brand new city with no friends. Like, I have $2,000 in my name. I'm giving away all my money. I have no financial help. I have no guaranteed income coming in. Like, dude, it's just the dumbest thing in the world for me to go do that. And I
Yeah.
have rent due in 16 days. It's like, bro, what are you doing? It's like, G told me. I don't know. I'm just following his path, brother.
Yeah.
Here we are. Like, it's crazy.
We're getting off topic.
I know, but it's going to happen all the time.
I know, but let's keep it on topic. Like,
But okay, well, to steer it back in a little bit,
Okay.
to finish off on what we did do, the number, I think that the easiest word to highlight what we did do was we were resourceful.
yeah.
We just, again, we took what we had, we made it work, we started, we just went. And we, again, how much did we actually like literally figure out and do like on the fly that was completely unplanned?
Pretty much 90% of
I
it.
also say 90 as well,
Yeah.
at least 90.
We almost started filming the first episode without a name.
Yep.
Like, that's how like we were like, we just need to get it done, check it off the list.
Yep. And I'm gonna put it this way. I don't care what it is that someone is starting. If you just keep, again, waiting for the right opportunity, but you keep just trying to make shit so perfect. Like,
Yeah.
I know how we are. Like, we're perfectionists, like to a flaw, but at the same time, like we know when, like, all right, cut the shit.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Done
Like,
is better than
We
perfect.
just gotta get it done. We just gotta
Done is better than perfect.
every single time.
Please, if that's the only thing you take from this episode, let it be that.
There was I don't know if it was research or it was just a story. It was basically pretty much two people. They were basically given the task, the challenge to make the greatest, most perfect cake they could possibly make.
Mhm.
Right? One guy, again, I might butcher this a little bit, right? Like word for word, the perfect story, but pretty much one guy had like, you can only make one cake, but you have
Oh, I've heard this.
but you have 100 hours to make it.
Mhm.
100 hours to make one cake. Other guy was, you have pretty much one day, but you have 100 cakes that you can make. You can make 100 cakes to make your perfect cake. Or the other guy, 100 hours to make one cake. At the end of the quote unquote challenge, the task, the person who had the perfect, most beautiful cake, it wasn't the guy who had the 100 hours to make one. It was a guy who just made 100 cakes over and over and over.
Yeah.
And just constantly just kept basically
Refining.
sharpening and refining
Yeah.
and just modifying and adjusting and improving his mistakes over and over and over and over again. Repetition. It's just repetition.
Yeah, it's people. It's not in the perfection. It's not in the tools. It's in the reps. Like, that's what it's in.
Exactly. And the reason why I bring that up is because what I want to kind of end this episode off of, to keep it again kind of short and sweet and just like super, valuable without us yapping for hours as we could, because this stuff
Oh, yeah.
clearly is very passionate, connecting to us. Like we have, we actually love what we do. So it's hard to kind of bottle in sometimes. Which, I'm not too, not proud about. I like that I'm very emotional.
Me and
about
Justin
this.
need a code word that when he starts rambling, I can be like, or a code sign, like.
We're actually going to find something for real. 'Cause, there's just certain topics like
I know.
it hits, man. And like, again, it's just when you've been through what we've been through,
Yeah.
like there's
Which
certain,
we're gonna get into.
yeah, there's going to be certain things that you're going to see and hear, however you're absorbing this information and podcast right now. You're going to feel a lot of emotion, I think, like as the viewer right now, I'm talking to you right now. Like, there's going to be some moments and some parts in this podcast. Like, look, I'm not saying I'm not gonna cry, but I'm not saying I'm not gonna, because there's gonna be moments like
Justin will probably cry before me.
I'm very comfortable with you. I don't care what you think about me.
Oh, that not because of that, just because I don't cry, bro.
Well,
if I cry, someone's dying.
Honestly, same. Like, I won't cry.
You'll probably cry before me.
I'll get just
Let's just
up.
Guys, let's mark that. Let's note that I called it. Justin's gonna cry way before I do.
We'll see. Challenge accepted. Freaking, we're competitive. No, these ladies made a challenge. But no, I mean, to piggyback off that, I mean, the thing about this podcast, we did this because of how much this message and this life that we live means to us.
Yeah.
To toot our own horn, I'm gonna toot our horn a little bit here.
Beep beep.
Like, dude, we're not scammers.
No.
We do this the right way. We don't take the easy route. We do everything the hard way. We do it the long way. We take this stuff that
integrity is
nobody else wants to do.
Thing to find in this business.
Integrity and true just care.
Yeah.
I wish there was a better word for care.
Yeah.
Just to really give a
support
shit about something, bro. Like, just to do something the right way, not take the easy route all the time. Not constantly try to like figure out how the easiest or quickest way to get it done. It's like, no, dude, do it the right way.
Yeah.
Do it the way that, like, when you get this done, you're gonna be so proud and so happy to give it and show it to other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Rome wasn't built in a day. Like, it's that kind of like type mentality. I'm like, dude, like, I don't care how long it takes to get this damn podcast done.
Yeah.
Luckily, we're just freaking savages and we get shit done. We need to get shit
Watch
done.
the rain, bro.
Yeah, sorry. Ow.
It's blinding you, sure.
You're showing her ring off if you can't see the podcast.
I'm a new fiance. I'll probably find so many ways to bring that up.
Shout out Big Brandon with the rock. Good dog. Good dog. Good job. Good job, brother. Now, but to finish this off, I mean, we kind of gave a lot of, the advice per se to people who are, I think, not even in position for a podcast. I mean, I think regardless of what we just gave out in regards of value and instruction, it applies to realistically anything that someone wants to do. It doesn't matter if it's starting in the gym, working out. It doesn't matter if you're starting a brand new business, like you're going to school or getting a girlfriend. Like, dude, at the end of the day, like, you got to go.
Yeah. So what would be your biggest advice? Like, just start?
I mean, obviously, like, just to start, but I think it's, there's the word that always comes to my mind when I make these quote unquote risks and big decisions. Again, it's calculated risk. Like, is it a risk on paper? Technically, yes. But for me, I do enough like due diligence and research and understand also my own work ethic.
Yeah.
When I sign that contract in my freaking head, it's in blood. Like, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You're the same way. Like, you say we're gonna do something, we'll do something. And so when we commit to something, we know that we're not gonna quit. We have respect for ourselves and our own word that when we say we're gonna do something, I don't give a shit what gets in my way, who, what, move.
Yeah.
I'm moving. I'm going through you or around you somehow, some way. I'm going to what I need to get done to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
And so my advice, with the calculated risk, it's less of more of an advice, is more of an awareness and kind of like I want to wake people up a little bit.
Wait, can I go off that? Because my advice would be, I feel like people waste their life just thinking about doing the thing or like over and over again, like one day I'll do that. Yeah, one day when XYZ, one day like waiting for the perfect day. They're waiting for someday. They someday themselves into a hole and someday never comes. And then they look back on their life in 5-10 years and they're in the same spot. So my biggest advice to anybody wanting to start anything, obviously besides just start, like we just said, would be like, if you have that thing like pulling at you and like it just keeps coming up, and I know people are gonna know what I'm talking about, everyone has that, and you just can't stop thinking about it, I feel like that is like whatever scares you the most, whatever's tugging at your heart, it's there for a reason. It's literally your body's response telling you, move, go, take action, do it. And that is the thing you're meant to do. Like, it's like you're called, you could have a million different wants, wishes, whatever it may be, pulling at your heartstrings, but that one thing keeps coming up. Like that's literally your that's God. That's literally your inner, like telling you, like, come on, bro, like move now, take action. And it's like people someday themselves into another universe. And it's like, just start, don't someday yourself, don't should yourself. Like, I'm gonna put that on a shirt too. Like I should have, I would have, I only if. No, like just go.
Right. It's exactly what I was gonna basically say. But just to go off what exactly you just said, that urge, I read a book when we were in Paris.
Yeah, we talked about this in Paris.
Conversations
we were
with
up
God.
Until 5 a.m.
Yes, we were. Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh. If y'all have not read that book,
such a good book.
It is what literally got me so deeply curious and really drawn to learn more about God. And it really pushed me into. I got baptized about a month ago.
Congrats.
Thank you. I feel pretty good. Pretty good decision. Shout out Big G.
Big G.
Little JC and Big G up there helping out for me now officially. Now they're always looking out, but that's the thing is I look back at so many quote unquote calculated risks I took, and what I've realized is every single time I have this urge to do something, that urge every single time, that is God trying to get you steered back onto his path for your purpose. Mm-hmm. That is what he is trying to do. And you cannot understand the path until you look backwards and you connect the dots. Because when I look back,
everything connects. Me too.
My God.
It's insane. It's scary.
And could you have even imagined,
No.
even in the million lifetimes,
no,
what you would have had to go through to get to where you are now?
No.
And also, what if you have asked for those things to happen if you could redo it and go over again? Like,
no,
absolutely
never.
not. What, getting cheated on?
Yeah.
Parents getting divorced? Like, bro, I lost my dream, quote unquote, like career of going to play college football and like all these things like that I thought I wanted to go do. I thought I was supposed to do.
Yeah, everything's happening for you. That's what I've learned.
Everything is happening for you. I'm getting so
And that's why when you called me and was like, it just like came up. It's so weird because I was already looking into stuff. I was
not calling you for that reason.
No.
All my life, God knows, I was not calling you to talk about
it. Just came up organic. I don't even remember how it came up, but it came up and I was like, I literally just had a meeting with a podcast studio and they told me it was $500 an hour and I laughed. I was like, absolutely not. Like, no, I've never done one before. In the first hour, I'm going to waste because I don't know anything, I was like, absolutely not, whatever. So, and it was just, the stars aligned, whatever. But I just know that even if this podcast flops, like, are we gonna die? No. Did I learn so much from this? Yes. Did I enjoy my time? Yes. And maybe it's a stepping stool to something else.
I think that's the biggest thing. Did you enjoy it? Have you had fun?
I've had a blast.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
You annoy me sometimes, but
Well, yeah, if I don't end you during all of this, this could be epic. Totally.
Nah, but I mean, dude, straight up, basically last thing I'm gonna say, I think I've said this probably at least 25 times on my Instagram stories, multiple times a day. Again, dude, you got that urge, you have that desire, you have that thought, that idea, you see an opportunity, like it's there for a reason, and you got to fucking commit. You have to go all in.
100%.
Because again, worst case scenario, what's really gonna happen? What's the worst that's truly gonna happen? Right back where you started. Most of the time, right?
Right. Nothing's different.
Like really?
But did you die?
Literally, it's that simple. Did you die? No, because you're talking to me right now, so you didn't die, so you're fine. Mm-hmm. So get back up and go do it again, or go do something else.
Now this time you're starting from expertise.
Exactly. The more experience you have, the more calculated risk.
Or experience, not expertise. You knew what I meant.
It sounds like the same though. More expertise. I mean, the more things you do something, the more expertise you build from the experience. Experience is what builds expertise. You have to go do the thing. 10,000 hour rule. And I think we've honestly gotten to 10,000 hours, I assume. I think, give or take. We're pretty close, if not. But
Episode 1.
Literally. 10,000 hours of just pursuing a dream, I think, is what I think we've crossed that 10,000 hour mark is. Believing in ourselves, doing the work when no one believes in you, no matter what anyone says, no matter what opportunities or what roadblocks are in front of you, we just kept going and we just did what we wanted to do. And no matter what happened or what didn't happen for us, dude, go with the punches. And like you learn, and like again,
you have to know how to pivot.
You start that swim line. Did you probably think that swim line was gonna make you a millionaire? It was gonna be like your thing at one point.
I mean, I hoped.
Exactly. Exactly. You started with the intention of like, I'm gonna be a millionaire from this. This is gonna be like this is my get out. This is how I get out. This is my how I make it. This is how I make it out.
Yeah.
Did it go that way?
No.
But what did you? But did you learn something from it that
Oh, I
benefited you?
learned so much from
Exactly.
that.
So it's again, it's a stepping stone. And I think too many people get scared just not taking the first step onto the first stone because they think that first stone has to be the only stone.
Yeah.
And it's like, brother.
Or they think they have to know everything, have it perfect. Like, no.
Yep. Every single time. Dude, I'm telling you, just listen to your heart, go all in, and that quote unquote risk you're taking. If you go all in and you give 110% and you do not quit, you do not give up, and you trust God, you have faith in Him every single day that He will deliver you to what you want, it doesn't matter what happens. Just know that He is going to take you where you want to go. And if you don't quit, you will get there. That's my advice. Just freaking start and don't freaking give up. You keep going.
Amen.
That's all it is. That's all it is. Episode 1, check. The
Done.
Podcast.
Just like that.
Just like
Let's
that.
go.
Just like that. I think that was pretty freaking good. I would tell. Yeah.
Not bad for our first time. We'll get better. We'll
I'll
get
take
better.
that all day. But we're gonna also get better at this. But hey, don't forget to. I don't think you can like a podcast, can you? You can't like a podcast. If it's on YouTube, you can.
Share, subscribe, and leave a review.
You can like it on YouTube. Like it on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube right now. We're going to upload, obviously, these onto YouTube. It's going to be on every platform we can possibly get it on for the podcast, for listening to it. And, man, I mean, hey.
Yeah, man.
Here we
You're
go.
in the trenches with us, so we're taking you along this ride with us. So please, if you enjoyed, subscribe, share, leave a review.
Yeah.
We'll
Bring
love
us more homies to listen. Like, get us some. And also, on top of that, last thing, if y'all have ideas and you have topics that you want us to talk about, do not feel freaking scared
yes,
to reach out to us on Instagram. IG, I'm Justin Humble, no I in Justin, all one word. You are?
At Crystalina 11, Cristalina 11.
Crystalina 11. Where's Lena? What's Lena? What is that for?
People used to call me it in high school. It just kind of stuck.
Okay, Crystalina. I would never call you that day in my life.
People call me Chris. My real people call me Chris. But yeah, you guys. So don't forget to get modified.
Boom.
Bye.
We out.